Carl Jung once said, "No man can become enlightened until he makes the darkness conscious." You think being nice, submissive, and a good person is your strength? You're wrong. It's your greatest weakness. Today, I'll teach you how to integrate your monster so you can finally get what you desire. Hey, you there, sitting comfortably, scrolling through life and thinking, why don't I have what I want? Why does success pass me by? Not because the world is unfair, because you're a coward. You're hiding your inner monster, afraid it will consume you. But Jung knew better. That monster is your ticket to freedom, wealth, and power. In this series, we've gone through pure eternus, the eternal boy, your inner fire, and your blocks to money. Today, we close the circle, shadow integration. Either you do this, or you'll keep being a loser. Let's start no mercy. All right, let's remind ourselves where we started. In the first video, I called you pure eternus, the eternal boy. Most men today are just that. Eternal boys who fear confrontation. They fear money. They fear power. They fear their own shadow. Jung knew that without aggression, there's no progress. The pure waits for mommy, for the boss to give a raise, for the market to improve, for a woman to save him. But the world doesn't reward children. It rewards those who bite. Think about yourself. How many times have you avoided a tough conversation because you didn't want to be rude? How many times have you sabotaged a deal because you were afraid of looking greedy? That's not virtue, it's weakness. Your niceness is a mask for fear. Fear of the shadow lurking inside you. Example: that friend with a brilliant business idea, but waiting for the perfect moment. Or you, scrolling LinkedIn, envying successes, but not moving your ass. Jung said, the pure flies high in dreams, but fears landing. And landing is reality. Confronting the boss, dominating negotiations, aggression in building an empire. Without that, you're an eternal boy, poor, weak, ignored. Now let's go deeper. The shadow isn't evil that needs to be eradicated. It's repressed energy, your anger, ambition, desire for dominance. If you suppress it, it destroys you from within. Remember the previous video on inner fire? I talked about addictions, games, porn, scrolling, escapes because you're not channeling that energy. Same with the shadow. Suppressed, it becomes a saboteur. It erupts in self-anger, depression, passivity. But if you integrate it, it becomes fuel. Tying back to the first video, the pure avoids the shadow because he fears growing up. But adulthood is exactly integration, using that dark energy to make money, build relationships, achieve goals. Jung taught, the shadow isn't an enemy, it's the missing puzzle piece. Your ambition is civilized aggression. Your greed, fuel for expansion. Real-life example, Elon Musk, he's not nice. He integrates his shadow, dominates, risks, destroys obstacles. Result, empire. You suppress it because you don't want to be like them. Nonsense. Your energy doesn't disappear. If it doesn't go into creation, it goes into destruction. Integrate the shadow, and your inner fire will blaze in your bank account, career, life. A good man isn't a harmless man. A good man is a very dangerous man who keeps it under control. Jung knew this. Shadow integration makes you whole, powerful but conscious. So how do you become dangerous? Here's the process, no bullshit, step by step. Admit your dark desires. Stop pretending to be a saint. Want money, power, sex, dominance. Say it out loud. Exercise. Grab a journal. Write. I want to be rich because I want freedom. I want to dominate because I want to lead. Does it hurt? Good, that's hitting the shadow. Do this daily until it stops hurting. Stop apologizing for wanting success. You are sorry for ambition? End that. In negotiations, state the price and shut up. In life, don't justify taking what's yours. Challenge for 48 hours, zero sorry. Bump into someone? Don't say sorry. Demand a raise? Say the number and clamp your mouth shut. The first to speak loses. Your shadow holds attention. Your nice guy breaks it. Use aggression for discipline, not destruction. The shadow is energy, directed to the grind. Training? Attack the weights like an enemy. Business? Dominate the market. Exercise? 30-day plan. Days 1 to 10. Admitting desires. Days 11 to 20. Dominance drills, e.g., return a faulty product without excuses. Days 21 to 30. Attack a financial goal with fury. This doesn't make you bad. It makes you complete. This was the final chapter of our journey with Jung. You now have the knowledge about money and your biology. Now you have the key to your power. Stop being a shadow of yourself. Become the monster, then learn to control it. Your move. Comment below. What dark desire am I integrating today? Subscribe if you have the balls for change. In the next series, we're moving on to Adler and the inferiority complex. Kill the boy. Integrate the monster. Conquer the world, or die in the shadows. See you in the hell of reality.